Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. A lot of the things that we see on TV, in newspapers, and even on the web is typically negative when it comes to animals. So this week's show is going to be all about our most friendly and coolest animal ambassadors. You're watching SnakeBytes. I think we can certainly all agree that children are the future, and it's especially true in the reptile hobby. Unfortunately, a lot of kids' first experience with reptiles happen to come from bad media, bad television shows, and just all in all vilifying reptiles. Now, I have a special guest with me this week that's going to help show everyone how amazing these animals actually are. This is Krista, and as you can see, she's with my girl Sunshine, and she's certainly not afraid of her whatsoever. What do you think about Sunshine?
She's a very cute albino.
That's right. See, snakes can be really cute, and that's right. She's an albino Burmese python. What's really interesting about these guys is these are the same animals that are being portrayed so negatively in the news down in South Florida and the Everglades. And although certainly an issue down there with invasive species, we can see they aren't the monsters, and they certainly aren't going to eat a bunch of children or something like that. Sunshine is a great ambassador. She's about 12 foot, maybe 50 to 60 pounds. And as you can see, she's great around children, and Krista's doing an amazing job wrangling her. Once again, we can certainly see that Krista's demonstrating how amazingly tame these snakes can be. Now, this happened to be a black-tailed Crebo, and her name is Myra, and I take her to all the educational shows, and as you can see, it's not only a really inquisitive animal, but it's also a little more active than most of the pythons. It's really a great animal ambassador. This Crebo is kind of the perfect animal when you're trying to teach people not to fear snakes, because again, it doesn't fit a lot of the stereotypes that people typically see in the media. It's relatively intelligent. As Krista's handling it, it seems to be checking her out as well, just thinking what's going on here, but never once acting like it's aggressive whatsoever. I tell you what, this is a perfect snake to teach people that snakes are awesome animals.
The first albino Burmese python was produced in which year? A. 1986, B. 1989, or C. 1991. Answer with a comment and keep watching to see if you're right.
Because I always love ball pythons, of course, I have to use one in each and every demonstration I do. Now, this is my favorite animal that I take out. You doing okay there, Krista? All right. This is named Tusk. It's an ivory ball python, and he's a big male. He's about 12 to 1,300 grams, and again, he's dog tame. He loves to be handled. He loves to be taken out. I mean, just look how cool it is. Again, it's reactions like this and kids like Krista that realize that these animals are just so beautiful, and Tusk is a great, great example of an animal that you can take out and really teach people how amazing these animals are. All right, you got it? Okay, this guy's name is RJ. He's a little bit squirmy, but he's really, really tame. And although I typically teach people not to fear snakes, the truth is there's all kinds of animals and reptiles that people misunderstand. And alligators are a great teaching tool when you're taking them out and kind of showing kids and other people that are fearful of these animals. Now, RJ's an interesting animal because when he was young, he actually got his leg bit off. So he only has 3 legs, and he's missing the very tip of his tail too. But he's recovered so well, and he's just a great tame animal. He's going to eventually get maybe 10 or 12 foot long, but if he stays this tame, he's still going to be a really cool animal to take out and show people. Not all the animals we take out are reptilian of sorts. This rose-haired tarantula happens to be a great ambassador too. She not only teaches kids that spiders aren't always something to fear, but the truth is Zombie here has really helped me get over my fear of spiders. Sure, I still fear them quite a bit, but I would never have handled a spider like her a year or 2 ago, so she's just a great animal.
Hey guys, in today's episode of Snake Bites, we featured my 8-year-old daughter Krista. Now, she's been a snake enthusiast for years now. When did you get your first snake, Krista?
When I was 6, it was my birthday present, and she was a corn snake, and her name is Daisy.
What is your favorite thing about your pet snake, Daisy?
That she's really nice and calm, but you gotta like put the tail on her so she can feel like that she's not gonna fall.
What do you like most about snakes?
That they have patterns, really cool patterns, and that they're not mean, but some of them can be mean, but I like snakes.
I've showed off my African spur-thighed tortoises before, but this guy is kind of special to me. His name is Speedy, and as you can see, he definitely wants to go somewhere, hence his name. These are just great when you're showing them off to people, to try to get people to start loving reptiles and animals, because they're just so friendly and they love to run around. So when I do school presentations, I'll often just let Speedy run around the crowd, and he's always just a real big fan favorite. Again, a lot of times you can go up and feed them something right in front of the kids and they just eat it up, and they're just great, great animals. And again, Speedy's about 7 years old right now. He's gonna probably live 100 years if he continues to be healthy, which I certainly hope he does. One day my great-grandchildren will be taking care of Speedy. We've showed you a bunch of animals that are super tame, and most of them are kind of notorious for being really tame. But the truth is, there's some animals like green tree pythons that get the rap that they're really mean. It's not always the case. As you can see with this animal that I'm handing Krista right now, this is a green tree python, and it's super dog tame. Now, I wouldn't suggest anyone to just handle any green tree python, and the truth is they're more of an animal that likes to be left alone up in the trees, but as you can see with this particular animal, it certainly bucks the trend, and that just goes to show you that not all animals that are deemed mean are actually mean. And that kind of goes for all animals at all, but reptiles in particular. My point of this entire show is basically just to show you that anybody can handle these animals, and they're truly amazing, and they need to be looked at in a different light than they are already.
Josh! Your stupid cage isn't working again.
Be there in a second. I got this, dude. I got it.
Okay, Joshy.
All right, George, it's all fixed.
What the? Damn it! What the hell is going on?
What's wrong, Sam?
My hair won't stay back. It's driving me crazy. It's all in my face.
Yeah, I got it. Here.
What? What is that? What are you doing?
Ah, Josh!
Okay. He's got bit by a carpet python, man.
Dude, here, move that. I got the perfect thing for this.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
Oh. It actually feels much better.
Yeah, dude, this will take it right away. Won't even be able to tell.
Oh,
Cheese?
What the? Josh, what is in that stupid can of yours?
Is it cheese?
It's my fix-all.
I don't know, but whatever's in it, fix my python bite.
But is it cheese?
No.
What? Yes. Cheese!
Cheese makes everything better. Why don't you guys just try it yourself?
And hurt.
There.
Sweet.
I'm gonna take this home with
You'll be in love. It works for everything.
Easy Cheese, BHB approved.
All right, guys, these Harlem Shake videos have gone pretty viral. They're crazy. They're everywhere. I want to know first, have you seen these videos? Do you think they're funny? Do you think they aren't? And do you want to see us do it here? Leave a comment below and let us know.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It sure is a privilege working with such amazing animals and getting a chance to do outreach programs like we do, changing people's minds about these misunderstood animals. If you ever want to follow any of my animal adventures, make sure to hit me up over on Facebook and Twitter at SnakeBytesTV. Till next week, you've been watching Snake Bites.
So in what year was the first albino Burmese python produced? Well, if you guessed 1986, you were absolutely right. Nice work.
Tesseracorns are really interesting because they're really the first dominant or codominant mutation in corn snakes. And as you can see, they're just really beautiful. They've got that really clean, bold stripe that goes down their back and that really patternless belly with the really cool side patterns. And this is a normal Tessera, but this is an albino, which is super, super cool too. I mean, just look how incredible that pattern is when it comes into the albino. But probably my favorite so far happens to be these anearthristic Tesseras, because man, they're just so incredible.